know the drill. We just did it. Coach Birmingham will make an opening statement. We'll have questions for the student athletes. Please use the microphone. Coach Birmingham.
That's a big win for the University of New Mexico off a very good DBU team that was a year ago #1 RPI team in the country, which is a big deal in baseball. So Dan is first-class cat, and it was a great ball game.
Questions for the student athletes?
Chris, we'll start with you. I know that there's a little bit of revenge in this game. You know, you got swept early on in the season. So what does this mean for you guys to be able to start out this tournament with a huge win over this team?
It's really big. They obviously swept us during the regular season, like you said. So, but they're a great ball club, and we wanted to come out aggressive today and definitely get this first win. It was nice playing a team, obviously, in our first regional against a team that we know. And that definitely helped, and it was just really nice to get that first one out of the way against a team that's really, really good.
Luis, Chris talked about coming out aggressive early on. How important was it for you guys to get that early lead in the first inning?
Oh, it was very important. You know, Poach, lefty, he's a great pitcher, and when we faced him, he did a great job. So we just did a heck of a job just battling in there and battling with 2 strikes. I think everyone's approach was phenomenal, and it all played out. You know, it was a clean slate on the table. They swept us, so brand new game, and here we go. We come out swinging, and Collins was throwing a gem, so it was just all around great team effort.
Chris, JP, KOB TV, how much did it help you guys getting those first 2 runs, and what did you think about that ball that you hit? Did you think it was out?
I didn't know. I just hit it, and I was just happy it was going to the outfield, so I knew we were going to score at least 1 run. Obviously those weren't the only runs we scored today. We scored a lot of runs from a lot of different, especially this guy right here. So my hat's off to the whole team for swinging it well today.
Jeff with the Albuquerque Journal, for either one of you, you guys did talk about wanting, when the selection show was on, you guys wanted the Lubbock Regional, and you guys wanted to play Dallas Baptist, and you wanted to play Texas Tech, because those are 2 teams you guys did play this season. For both teams, did you guys sense that you guys jumped on, you were up 7-0 early, and you got on them early. Did you sense that you guys came out with a little more, I guess, passion than maybe they did? And did you get the sense from them that maybe they were overlooking you after that sweep earlier this year?
I don't know if they overlooked us. You know, they probably know we're a great team, and we're a great hitting team. So I think it was just awesome for us to jump on them that first inning, you know. It was what you got to add?
It was definitely nice coming to Lubbock. It takes away from us going to a new environment, which we would kind of I wouldn't say we would struggle in, but it takes away from that factor that we would have to overcome. So coming to a field against teams that we've already played definitely helped us out a lot. Break through that factor, I guess you can say.
Luis, JP, KOB TV, how much did those insurance runs help in the 9th? I mean, they kind of had you on the ropes a little bit, got it close, then you guys really broke it open in the final inning.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, a team like DBU who put up, I think it was 33 runs on us one time. So it was just great insurance run. You know, it's never safe. It's never a safe ball game when you're playing a great team like that. So it was just all those runs, you know, the little dribbler that Pratt hit, it was awesome. And then Debo worked that walk and brought me up. So it was just all around just great.
Luis, Jason Farmer from the Hobbs News Sun. Tell me about having an individual day like this on this big stage. I mean, not only did you have the great offense, but you had that great throw from center field to nail the guy trying to stretch the single to a double.
I mean, I don't let the environment get to me. Every game we approach it the same way and just see what happens the best. You know, we're going up there very competitive, letting it all hang loose and just. You know, I'm not worried about who's behind or who we're playing. It's just always just the same, and we're just keeping the same approach, and you know, that's it.
Those were 3 pretty intense games you had against Texas Tech this year. You guys excited about getting the opportunity to face them tomorrow night?
Definitely, we love playing them. Yeah, it's kind of a little cross-state rivalry, I guess you can say. But they're a great team, but so are we. So we're definitely ready for them.
You guys probably didn't have the most fans in the crowd today, but they may have been the loudest because of as close as you guys are. How nice was it to have so many of your home fans here?
That was great. That was very great. Kind of carried over from our conference tournament. We had an amazing fan base back there, and bringing them over here, the fans that can make it out, it definitely helps, especially playing Tech tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of fans out there, so we can use all the New Mexico fans we can get.
Any questions for student athletes? All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure they get the bus.
Questions for Coach Birmingham?
Coach JP, KOB TV.
JP.
Yeah. That home run by Pratt kind of encapsulates how he's been playing lately. How much confidence have you seen him kind of progress? And being a freshman, what does that do to kind of lift the team? I mean, he was 2 for 4, hit another one deep to the track as well.
Probably his dribbler was the biggest hit of all. Andy Pratt is in my opinion, is a freshman All-American. He is. We thought coming into the year that for us to do something special, we needed freshmen to step it up, and he and Mr. Tripp are two of those freshmen that stepped it up. So Andy Pratt's got a bright future.
Same thing I've asked both teams, players and coaches. How much did tonight mean to you based on what happened back in March? It is something that you've talked about this past week.
Well, we were in some polls. We were in the top 25 in the country at that time when DBU rolled into town, and we knew Mr. Poche would be a tough guy to beat. And he started today 9-0, and now he's 9-1. And I'm telling you what, that's a difficult task to do against a young man like that. He is very, very, very good, and he locates really, really well. So. We wanted to make amends. We wanted to play DBU. We wanted to make amends. We know how good they are. I have nothing but the greatest respect for their coach. I think he's classy, 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 and the kids on their team are classy, classy, classy. And I've been playing against DBU at some form or fashion when College of the Southwest hooked up with them in the finals of the NAIA way back in 1989. So I know DBU, and DBU's always been good, and I wanted to play them. I want to play them again because it's fun playing them. They're really good, and I don't think that weekend was – we scored 21 runs that weekend and lost all 3. So that I wanted back at them. I wanted to play them again because you always want to play a classy club that's really good because it makes you better.
Getting that first win in a double elimination tournament like this.
You have to have it. That's why Carson, I turned to Coach and said, "Look, I don't care who you have to use. Get this done. If you got it, this tonight's really important."
Coach, just talk a little bit about how well your bullpen threw tonight.
Well, Christian Tripp, I thought did a good job. Alex Estrella was not who he was. And then Carson, who usually doesn't come out of the bullpen, came out and threw strikes. Strike zones are strike zones, and that they are what they are. So we had to deal with it, and both teams had to deal with it. There were 15 walks in the game. So you dealt with it, and you had to have somebody throw strikes and had the guts to throw it in there. So both sides, neither bullpen did as well as they should have.
Have you guys decided on a starter for tomorrow yet?
Yeah, it'll be Tyler.
Luis got things started. He had, I think it was 4 for 4. I don't have it in front of me, but Luis.
Luis Gonzalez. Great kid.
Went 4 for 4.
Had great grades this semester too, by the way. Really
well, yeah. How were those?
Oh yeah, like 3.5, 3.6, huh?
Well, he had 4.4 today, so
which is important for student athletes.
It is very much so. He gets you guys started off in the first inning with an at bat that Dan talked about, saying right off the bat it was an 0-2 pitch off the plate that he thinks he handled very well. Can you talk about him in that leadoff role, the game he had, and really that first inning, getting things started the way he did?
Yeah, Luis Gonzalez, I think will end up being a big leaguer. I don't know. He on the mound, he's about 92 too. So he's like the kid on the DBU team is a friend of mine. His grandpa's a friend of mine, Bo Hall, Derek Hall, and that he's a two-way guy. But right now, center field and swinging the bat, this last 3 weeks, he's been pretty hot. And to go 4 for 4 with 5 RBIs in a regional game is superhero stuff. And he was a superhero today. He was a difference maker. He was our catalyst. He would usually hit in a 3-hole, but we lost an All-American, Danny Collier. So.
Any questions for Coach Birmingham? Hi, Coach.
You guys know where to go to eat this late at night?
We've got a whole bunch of sandwiches over there.
No more sandwiches. See you tomorrow.
Coach, congratulations.
Yeah, how about those kids, man?
Yeah, that's great.